Hey, this is WhyBeAre and we're in Rig and Roll again. As you can see, we're not completed on the main story. You're wondering, well, why? You know, last time I was here, oh God, we're done. You know, there's no reason to come back to Rig and Roll, but there is. First, we have to make a loud explosion. That's not the point. See, the point here is I have a new version of Rig and Roll. This is the Gold Edition, which only came out seemingly in European countries. So, luckily some guy on eBay was like, I don't want this shit. It was like $5 plus shipping. So, I got a copy of the Gold Edition. And here we are. I'll let this cutscene go first.
My dear friends, I'm pleased to announce today that the title of Trucker of the Year and the Golden Bison Prize, amounting to $500,000, this year goes to Nicholas Armstrong, a man who over a short period of time managed to show us that he was worthy of our respect, that he wouldn't succumb to mafia schemes, and managed to pull a win against all odds.
I'm a little disappointed for all the wrong reasons. This is the second time recording this. The first time, Nick was invisible and the trophy was just flying around. It was great. It's not going to happen again, though, it seems like. That silence I will never get used to. I've seen it before, I know. But it's so weird. It's just dead. Nothing. Nothing. Silence. So now.
Hello. Are you Nicholas Armstrong?
That's me. How can I help you?
My name is Ron Kelly. I represent the Monster Cup Organizing Committee. I'd like to invite you to take part in the California Open Championship.
Sounds interesting. What are your terms?
Some of the qualification rounds have started recently. Any partner of the California Commercial Warehouse Alliance may participate. I've sent all information to your PDA. Have a look at the map, Nick. You see the flags of stock warehouses? At this time, you only have access to the second league races, marked with purple flags. Every league has its own color, so you can work it out easily. Good luck.
Thanks, Ron. Talk to you later.
Alright, so he kind of explained what it is. This Gold Edition includes the Monster Cup. And I'm running an overclock that's really unstable. However, these frames are magnificent. I'm not lagging like I was the whole time last time. I got the monitor up on my other screen. I'm running 15 degrees over the operating temperature of my CPU. So we might crash at any moment. Out of nowhere, boom. And then we got that's it. So as I said, this is the second time I've actually recorded this video, so I do know some things. And one thing I do know is there are some new trucks, and this one's okay. We gotta find the really fucking awesome one. Let's see, it was the Freedom Sport. Look at this, the Hercules Freedom Sport. That is an American ass truck. Look at that thing, oh my God, I want that. And since, me being me, I want something, I'm gonna buy it. One thing that's interesting I never noticed is there's a thing here, oops, not that one, that says tractor. Like, were they planning to add other types of vehicles? If so, that's kind of neat. Well, before we buy that, I guess I should show off all the new ones. So we'll just say, basically anything that's this expensive is probably going to be a new one. To some extent. And we can also just say, at least 600 horsepower. So this is a Sterling 9500 Sport. Look at it's like it got air intake right there. Because that ain't enough air intake. We need more air. This design is this. I mean, you can say, oh, that one's feeding the turbos. Sure, whatever. Sure it is. And this one, that is the other American ass one. It's really a hard choice between that one and the other one, but the other one's called the Hercules, and that's just better than Titan. This one is, like, it reminds me of the wing that they have for those, they put on the ones where they carry horses. So I don't know why. And the Hercules Freedoms. So we're going to get the 1200 horsepower version of this. Just going to buy that. Make it my truck. And since I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks just sitting here. And I got Linda. Look at Linda. 1% win. $1,000 ROI. Look at this guy. Look at Thomas. 7,000%. Or $7,000. Almost 8. Linda. Bye-bye. So we're going to hire some real truck drivers. I'm going to get him. I don't even know if it's a him. I'm just saying him because it's easy. So the guy I have currently, so blacked out means, yeah. So if I switch it to that, it actually becomes automatic. So we'll just leave all this to automatic because there's, oh, are you trying to drive my Hercules? How dare you? It's my Freedom Sport. I don't know how I got in the wrong truck. That is my fucking truck. I apply all of this. How much money we got? We got enough to hire another person and get a cheap truck from. We'll do that real quick. Oop. Can it get any cheaper? No. Well, we can hire a few. Look at that. We can go 3 of them maybe. Well, take that back. We'll do 2 more trucks. Gotta obviously get 2 more drivers for the trucks. And we'll buy some branches. If I could figure out... Oh, over here. Gotcha. So, I'll just say... Just so my drivers can get out there and do more. How much does that leave me with? And I can't do that many. Okay, so that's annoying. Well, we'll just do the cheapest ones and work our way up then. Okay, can we get another branch? Can we get 1 more? Alright, that's probably the max. Oh, alright, keep going. There we go. Alright, and I got 75,000. That's not really enough to... I mean, I could get another driver, but then I'm low on money, and it's no good. Wait, what? Alright, I gotta hit no. Wait, it's just... I'll just hit no, it'll probably fix itself out. So hopefully, what I said is true about the lag. I have no guarantees. So this thing has more gauges than an airplane, which is great. Like, that's so fucking stupid, it's great. So I'm looking at my CPU. It's not like it was the source of the lag before. Now we're going pretty smoothly compared to before. It is magnificent, in fact. Temperatures are now sitting at 17 degrees Celsius, I should say. I mean, I don't think anybody actually measures CPU temperature in Fahrenheit, but if you do, it's Celsius I'm referencing. 17 degrees above operating temperatures. That's why you don't overclock on a stock cooler, guys. But look at this result. It's so much smoother. I mean, I'm fully expecting a crash. So when the video ends abruptly, yeah, I'm blue screened. And if I'm gonna blue screen, well, we better have some saves. For this one, I'm gonna try not to quick load so much because I don't really I hated that how much I quick loaded. I quick loaded so much. It was ridiculous. So I'm gonna try to just quick load only when, well, not even truck damage. I'm gonna say I'll only quick load when I really ruin cargo. That'll be the only time I quick load. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead and do that fancy old. So you gotta hunt for it. You gotta be like, where's the fucking? You gotta find the one that's the... There, this. See, there's no actual thing that says, oh, it's this one. You gotta just pick the one. Oh, actually, it is slightly purple, isn't it? That might be slightly purple. Like, I'm not good with colors, I think. That might be slightly purple. I never considered myself very colorblind, but that does look slightly different. But it's very slight for me. Grand Prix, $14,000 for doing this. We just finished in Santa Barbara. Participation rating, time allowed, who knows what that means. I mean, participation rating actually means you need to have this rating to be that number. Like, what it actually does, I'm not really sure yet. Time allowed, you get that. The Kings Road Race Series takes place along Federal Highway US 101 of the same name as the historical Golden Highway. The fastest driver wins. The race is often used semi-trailers with a standard ballast simulating a particular cargo. The cargo's damage is destroyed by a special device that serves as the reason for disqualification. The race is organized by the California Commercial Warehouse Alliance, CCWA. Alright, let's go. And yes, I read that, you know, in a not really understandable way, but that was definitely smoother. I'm always dipping to like single-digit FPS in that section, but right there, I did not. This overclocking is great. I wish I would have done that for all the other videos. Oh, and it's like a sauna in here too because of that overclocking. I ain't lying. It's well, last time I checked, it's 12 o'clock. For me being a Californian and shit, it's fucking like 90 degrees outside and inside, so it's fucking hot. That's what I'm saying. And computer's adding to the heat. And that's Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'm mixing however I feel like. You know, today, you know, for this sentence, we're in Fahrenheit. For this one, we're in Celsius. So yeah, this is one of those fancy trucks with the race everything. As you can see, without boost or anything, we're going like 100 miles per hour. It had 1,200 horsepower, and for a comparison, the Jeopard had, well, Cheetah, Jeopard, whatever. I think the full reason it has two different names is Jeopard is the Russian name or something like that, or not the non-English name, whatever the developers are, if they're Polish, Russian, I can't remember what they are, but that's that name. And then when they translated it, they said Cheetah. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I personally just like the name Jeopard better. It sounds cooler. Like the other one, it's like Cheetah. That's a cheetah. Like a cheetah's a cheetah. Jeopard just sounds kind of cool and unique, you know. So I call it the Jeopard. But anyways, what I was getting at is this has 1,200 horsepower. The Jeopard had 2,000 or 2,000, so 1,200 versus 2,000. The Jeopard is a faster vehicle, but this isn't too shabby. I want to say it is worse on fuel than a normal truck, but it's hard to know if it's actually that or if it's just I move faster and cover the same amount of distance. So, yeah. Like I said, this is the second take for this video. Well, actually, I did two, and then I'm like, I won't explain why, but I had to redo them. First one was because I couldn't figure out how the hell to get the Monster Cup stuff started because I had the Jeopard. So you can't do this with the Jeopard, I should mention. Because if you have the Jeopard, you didn't win the Trucker of the Year. If you don't win Trucker of the Year, the Monster Cup stuff doesn't open up for you. Like if you go to your Shark thing and you hit Championship, it's like it's not available until the Trucker of the Year has been chosen. So you can't do that. So yeah, that's that. Hey, speaking of California, let's see how realistic this weather is. It's actually today is January, February, March. It's May something. And it's not this cool. I wish it was. Fuck. I would love that. But it's like 103 out is the high. How unrealistic. I mean, sure, it's a few months off, but how unrealistic. Again, though, so much smoother, I swear to God. If you look at the other videos for this game I have, well, not Monster, you know, the not Monster Cup videos, basically, God, they're laggy. But this small overclock is a lifesaver. It is so much smoother. And oh, the motion blur is so funny. Like my mirrors blur up. It's like, oh God, why am I looking at my mirrors? I'm all looking at the mirrors being all blurry instead of looking at the road and almost crashed. This will also be the first video I use where I use a slightly different encoder settings. So hopefully it doesn't look too ugly. You know, if it looks off in any way, leave a comment, but for my kind of testing, I think it looks just as good, if not better, but it renders in like half the time. Well, not half the time. Like 70%. It's a lot faster, and I don't think it looks any worse, but if it does, you know, just holla at me, say, that shit looked terrible, you know, and I'll fix it. It's not going to be every video after this either. It's this one, and I have like 50 videos I have in the old rendering that I need to upload, and I haven't because I'm lazy. Well, I had a very small stutter right there, but still overall a lot smoother. Go on and do another save. And the game itself does crash too. It's not going to be just my CPU overheating that causes a crash. Because before this, when I wasn't overclocking in those first two videos, which the lag was one of the reasons I said fuck this. Because when you're going 120 miles per hour, it gets really bad. When I wasn't overclocked. But it gets really bad and laggy. What was my point? I don't remember. I just lost my train of thought. Nope. Oh, shit. That's my turn. It's funny that I actually can just do this. There we go. Alright, and it's pretty obvious I'm going to win this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, right before we get in here basically, we're going to go ahead and stop, quick save, and we'll pick this up here next time. So, until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.